There we go. Let's see, did that work? There we go. Okay, cool, that worked. God, that took longer than I wished it would, or if I could ever speak. Anyways, welcome to a game called Drowning. More of a serious video topic this time. I read the description of this game. I found it when I was just scrolling for random, different stuff, and it's got a good concept that really should be made a lot more public than it already currently is. So I figured the best way to do that is make a video on the game itself. Just got a trophy, new game. Oh, okay, I'm controlling. I still remember the day we first met. I was in year 8 and you had no friends. Yeah, understandable. I hardly had any friends when I was in year 8, or I guess that'd be 8th grade. When I was alone, you came and sat next to me. Pretty much how I made one of my friends. Though you never said anything. I hardly recognized you were there. You were quiet, like me. Every time I was alone, you would come and visit. But you wouldn't say anything. No more? Oh, I can't sprint either. Weeks went by. So this entire game is just one big story. And you still wouldn't talk to me. So I ignored you. Fair response? And you left me alone. Once again, fair response. It wasn't long after you left, until the holidays started. And my family decided to go overseas. It's always... Oh wait, I can run. I just hold X. But nah, I won't. It was my first time on a plane, so I was kinda nervous. But I eventually overcame my fear. That's good. Oh. Take it wants me to look up. I don't know what happened there. While we were overseas... Oh, was there like an airplane or something up there that I missed? We mainly did stuff with our family. Well, obviously. It was a lot of fun. I didn't think life could get any better. And definitely not worse. It's a fair response. As much as I didn't want to, we had to move, leave. God, I cannot read. I am sorry. But all good things must come to an end. That they do. Just kind of run a little bit here. We arrived home on the last day of the holidays. Life was good. Did I just loop back around? But then school started. And you were there. Oh. Okay. The camera just jolted a little bit. But you were different. You seemed more confident. But no one liked you. Oh. I didn't understand why. I'm not doing all that, like, crazy camera movement, by the way. Like that shake or whatever. You seemed fine to me. So we became friends. Jesus. Stop. Every day you opened up a little more. Why is it doing that? Is that supposed to happen, or is that just something happening with my controller? Oh! It's because I'm using the middle thing, the touchpad, and you started talking to me. But whenever I touch the touchpad, it freaks the camera out, because it's like to move the camera. We became close. I think that's what the problem is anyway. Hope so. Otherwise, I have no idea. Later that week, I told another friend about you. He warned me that you were dangerous. How can someone be dangerous in year 8? Come on now. But I didn't see how. Yeah, see? So I ignored what he said. After all, he barely knew you. Well, by this point, don't you barely know him? Whatever. Soon after, we became friends. I read that weird, I am sorry. You started telling me strange things. Oh, is he... It's only one of my good friends didn't want me as their friend anymore. Okay, I see where this is going. It made no sense. I had a similar experience to what this guy's experiencing here. So I just ignored you, hoping you would leave me alone. I had many friends that would do that sort of thing. None of which I believed, and none of which I am friends with anymore. But... you never did. Yeah, see, after a while they would ignore me, so I was kind of lucky. You kept going. But no, I was kind of lucky because with the way that said people were trying to mess with me, after I just sort of ignored them or stopped talking to them, they basically just sort of stopped what they were doing. So, telling me the same thing over and over again. And I know why people do that. And you got louder. But yeah, no, I know why people do this, and it's kind of sad almost. I wanted to believe what you were saying. No, I started to believe what you were saying. My bad. Stay strong, man. I didn't know what to do. I decided the best thing to do was to let you keep going. And that is the worst thing to do. If anyone watching this ever has an experience like what he's going through, just ignore them. Flat out. And pretend that I didn't care. But yeah, no, just ignore them. And probably stop being their friend or stop talking to them. Because it will get into your subconscious, and you will eventually start to believe what they're saying. And you will lose probably a lot of your friendships that way. It took a while. And yes, I know that's easier said than done, but y'all are strong. I believe in y'all. But you eventually became a voice in the back of my head. See? But I couldn't forget what you said. It's like your voice was stuck on an endless loop. And I believed every word. He wants you to himself almost entirely. You convinced me. That my friend didn't need me. And it says in the description of the game, and was better off without me. But it says in the description of this game that the person writing the story, or rather the person narrating here, so I naturally distanced myself from him. But the person, like, doing all this dialogue and everything, telling the story, supposedly has some form of depression. And like the life that he was going through. Thinking that was my only option. Now I don't know if this is a true story based on the author, like the creator of this game, because how do you make someone like you? I don't know if this is like a true story based on the creator of the game's experiences, or if this is more of a sense of, hey, this is what happens and we need to make it public. That truly hates you. Yeah, it was, yeah. Whenever he would start a conversation, I would purposely seem uninterested. So he would talk to someone else. Someone he really wants to talk to. See, and that screws with you even more. Because it's like, oh, he really doesn't need me. And, yeah. It looked like I was being rude. Which you were. But I was really doing him a favor. I saved him the embarrassment of having to talk to me in front of others. Am I just a bodiless thing? And I saved him the effort of being nice and pretending to care. Oh, you're 9. So, things are about to either get much worse or much better. Because this is high school now. I was happy for school to start so I could see my friends. You didn't like seeing me like this, so you disappeared. So he's a toxic friend all in all. I never really understood why you kept coming and going. But I was glad you were gone. That's good. He understands that it's toxic friendship. It wasn't until now that I realized. I enjoyed life a lot more when you weren't around. So yeah, he's now realizing everything. So I became scared of you. And I began to hate school. Dude, I've always hated school. Because I didn't want to be friends with you anymore. Also, if I start speaking weirdly like I have been for the past, I don't know, 15 minutes, that's because I am very tired. Because ironically, I just got out of school about 2 hours ago. But I tried my best not to worry too much. Because I knew you loved seeing me like this. So yeah, yeah, okay. School's great at first. I got to hang out with friends I hadn't seen in a while. And I even spoke to one of the new students. Who soon after became one of my closest friends. Same story with me. But then you came along. Craft Worker. I'm sure you guys recognize that name from some of my older videos. That's pretty much how I met him. He was a new student at my elementary school, and I started talking to him and became really good friends with him. And he destroyed the fun I was having. Similar situation. He told me to stop speaking to the people who don't like me. Because all I'm doing are making more people hate me. I thought the best thing to do was to ignore you. Which it is. So that's what I did. That's good. Not long after, I was walking down the school hallway. And I saw the new guy standing with a group of people. So I said, "Hi." Oh, but he ignored me. So I'm almost positive I know what's going on. It was kind of like he was embarrassed to know me. Even though we were good friends. Something tells me the toxic friend from, back there told new guy some information that he wasn't supposed to know. Well, at least I thought we were. That night, when trying to fall asleep, I thought in the new guy, the thought in the new guy crept. Okay, I'm gonna try to reread this. That night, when trying to fall asleep, the thought of the new guy kept crossing my mind. There we go. I just couldn't figure out what I did. And all you were doing was telling me how you were right all along. And how I should have listened to you. Yep. I didn't even understand why it was bothering me so much. All I knew was that I was losing sleep over something that probably doesn't even matter. Yeah. A lot of this is able to be related to me, which is kind of cool. Because it kind of makes you feel like, oh, hey, I'm not the only one. Waking up in the middle of the night became normal. Dude, I'm up until, like... Today I'm probably going to be staying up until, like, 2. I get hardly any sleep. And my friends noticed I am looking more tired than I usually did. That I looked more tired. So they asked me if everything was okay. But you said to remember what you told me. Let me guess, and just say yes or ignore. And be careful what I say to them. So I told them I was fine. Yep. And this is where it gets hard, too, because if your friend tells you that everything is fine, you're meant to believe them unless something is clearly wrong. Which, all this dude has anything notice. Okay. The only thing that this dude has less noticeable is that he's more tired than usual. They have no idea what's going on. And that's a problem. A pretty big one, too. Even though I was far from it, and that's why. Because you're not getting the help you need to come out of it. Telling no one about you is hard. And it always is. I really wanted to. But you wouldn't let me. You kept reminding me of how I already made other people hate me. This seems very specific to someone's life. I didn't know what to do. You wouldn't leave me alone? You knew I was scared of you. And it made you happy. Oh, crap. Any more story? Oh, okay. It was only a matter of time before you would leave me alone. That's true. Usually time helps. So I tried to learn how to control my emotions. This person's really smart. Like, they know what to do in this sort of scenario. Is this the next year? I was getting quite good at it. Something that I can't even fully do. And it seemed to make you angry. Because he wants control over you. That I could feel happiness. I thought I finally found a way to remove you from my life. And I didn't need to worry about you coming back. So this you he's referring to is the person from year 8 that he didn't seem to have any trouble with before. Interesting. And that's always how it is. Your friends try to warn you, and you're like, no, I don't see what could be wrong with this person. They're really nice, and then all of a sudden, boom. Then my parents told me they were getting a divorce. It happened to me back in 6th grade. Oh, your time. Almost reaching the point of where I'm at. After my parents separated, you kept telling me it was my fault. Don't believe him. Otherwise, it was hard not to listen to you. You said not to tell anyone what happened. Because no one wants to hear or know anything about me or my miserable life. So I kept everything to myself. I wish you were able to sprint a little bit faster. even though I desperately wanted to tell somebody. When I try to sleep, you keep reminding me of all the things I could have done to stop this from happening. And it's hard not to feel like even if no one is telling you that like a divorce is your fault or something like that, it's still hard not to feel like it isn't your fault. Since you wouldn't let me sleep, I would distract myself by playing video games. Relatable. But they weren't as fun as they used to be. And that's how it is. They felt more like a task or assignment rather than a relaxation activity. Because you're forcing yourself to try to forget. It took way more effort than it used to. See, that's why I'm glad to have people like FR you've seen in previous videos, Sonic, stuff like that, because without them or whatever, I really don't play with a lot of people on the PlayStation or computer or anything like that, apart from them. So, yeah, I'd probably agree with this dude if it weren't for those two. So it's really nice to kind of be like, hey, I got more people in my life than, are like, I'm going off on a ramble, I'm just going to keep going. But it was the only way to feel like life wasn't that bad, just for a moment. Basically, my point, though, was, yeah, if it weren't for them, I don't know where I'd be. Probably not as successful as I am right now, which is always nice. I found myself getting irritated with everything. Oh boy, is this going to hit home to me? Everybody annoyed me. Yep. It was impossible to calm down and relax. But if I wasn't angry at everyone, I'd feel empty and numb. Stop doing that. Like a black hole sucking in anything to make them feel emotion. To make me feel emotion. And once again, that is how it is for a lot of people. I was wearing a heavy suit of armor. And every movement took a tremendous amount of effort and was completely exhausting. No matter how hard I tried, I was unable to take it off. So why the change in scenery? It was as loud as it was heavy. And I felt like I annoyed anyone who walked past me. It's like I needed to apologize to anyone who dealt with my presence. I know someone like that. Not going to say who for privacy reasons, but it was like everyone was annoyed at me, and I was letting everyone down. My body felt like I was constantly coming down with the flu. I'd get headaches and feel nauseous. I was always in physical discomfort. As am I, friend, as am I. But I love games like these that just tell stories without any sort of action or events or anything going on. Because these really feel like you belong in the person's shoes, sort of thing. Whether I was at school, out with my family, or at a friend's, I never felt comfortable. I just wanted to stay in my room all day and stop pretending like everything was alright. And I hated socializing. You and me both. I would avoid social situations like the plague. I can't help but agree with this. Socializing, like, I physically can't do it. I mean, I can, because I'm doing it right now, but, like, if I'm put in a situation where I'm face to face with, like, a random person, they have to say something to me in order for me to respond to them. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to really think of anything to say. I never answered my phone or the doorbell, and I declined almost every party invitation. Because every person I avoided was somebody's day not ruined. But you see how this all branches from one person. Not all, but a lot of it branches from just one person. This is why people shouldn't be, I'm just going to come out and say it, assholes to each other, because you never know what kind of situation you're putting someone else in. Oh, I guess we just skipped my grade then. Going right to being a senior, huh? So, is there any dialogue? Yep. I'm in the middle of a vast ocean. Oh, I can't run. Wait. Yeah, I can no longer run. Oof. Okay. And I cannot keep my head above water anymore. I'm nearly out of breath. I'm assuming you're talking emotionally? Unless this is the bottom of the ocean that we're standing in right now? Stop. I wish I was able to turn that off. No one is going to help me. Not if you don't let them. Every time I swim to the surface and gasp for air, the dialogue's getting much slower. I sink down to the very bottom. Okay, yeah, he's talking emotionally. But, yeah, no. Dialogue's going very slow. Again. Let me guess, and again? Yep. And again. And again. So this is kind of a hard topic as well because I have lost all hope. But yeah, no. If you know someone with depression, you gotta get help for them. Because otherwise, this sort of situation will happen. Unless they figure out how to control it themselves. And I don't know what to do. Exactly. Usually people with depression, if they're trying to come out of it, and it's too, like, late, they will have no idea what to do. Because at that point, they don't know what happiness truly is. So if you tell them to feel happy, they're not going to know what to do. Oh. What are you doing? I'm ending everything. Oh. Why? Because there's nothing left for me in this world. Yeah, I think I know where this is going. Should I have a trigger warning? What about your friends and family? So is this him talking to himself? What about the people you love and respect? I'm doing them a favor. Yeah, I think this is him talking to himself, or... No, you're not. I don't know who he's talking to, but it's either himself or a friend. You're going to hurt them. You're about to put them through a great amount of pain you've never experienced. Is that what you really want? Shut up. Yeah, okay. But the blue dialogue here is right. If anyone has ever considered, ending it, they have to keep in mind that the people around them that care for them and everything will be going through more pain than they have ever experienced in their lives. And you don't know what pain is. You're the reason I'm doing this in the first place. Oh, is he talking to the you? You show up out of nowhere. You put thoughts in my head. And you tell me things that aren't true. And I can't take it anymore. So I'm doing this for me and no one else. Okay. Because I'm tired of being in a place I don't belong. Both people here are right. One more correct emotionally, and the other more logically speaking. This is why depression is hard, because a lot of it is driven by emotion. Because that's exactly what it is, just one big emotion. That can make you do crazy stuff if you're not in control of it. And I'm thankful to be in control of my depression because it allows me to do stuff that I actually enjoy. Granted, it can get out of hand sometimes and I just lose interest in everything. But I've never considered suicide because I know a lot of people care for me. You know what I mean? And so that's what Blue is saying here is, you got people that care about you. But it's also because white, yellow guy here, which I'm assuming is your character, doesn't feel that way. And it's almost impossible to make him feel that way unless you clearly show him that people care for him, which he will not see until moments before death. And that's what really is upsetting is, right before you do something dramatic or whatever, you realize that people out there are going to miss you and care about you and worry about you. And then you're like, oh crap, I shouldn't do this, and then you're dead. Oh god, is there any other way that I can go? Did I just die? Is this like River Styx or something? I swear that actually gave me a heart attack. No. You've got it all wrong. I'll give him a voice. You did this to me. You drove me to the point of insanity. You're a demon. Wait, is this the you, or... Oh, okay, this... Blue is you, or gray is the character. Okay. That's where you're wrong. This whole time, I've been trying to help you. Explain. Help you come to the terms with yourself. Once again, explain. I came to you because I saw you doubting yourself. And it seemed as though others were doubting you as well. And it hurt me. I didn't want to see you like that anymore. So I tried showing you a different way of viewing the world. And I tried to help you embrace your uniqueness. By telling him to ignore his friends and telling him that the divorce was his fault? I'm lost. And show you that there was nothing wrong with being different from everyone else. You belittled him for being wrong. But no matter how much I told you, you wouldn't listen. You let the thoughts of yourself and others get to you. Or is this someone else? This has to be someone else. And you confused those thoughts with mine. Oh, no, this is the you, okay. The dude from year 8. I didn't know what to do. I really wanted to tell someone. But I didn't want anyone to think differently of me. And they'd always say the same thing anyway. They would say I need to get help, which you do. They would say that because they care about you. Exactly. And they don't know what great amount of pain you're dealing with. And that's also an issue. People will go to their friends for support and help, but their friends are just as inexperienced with everything as them. And that's when it hurts as well, because your friends are like, I don't know what to do, you're gonna need to seek help from someone else. And then the depressed person will stop trusting their friends. Because it's like, you can't help me, so why bother? Which is really sad. I didn't know what to do. I thought the best thing to do for me and everyone else was to end everything. And that just resulted in hurting the people that love you. I only wanted to know what it felt like to feel again. And, once again, also an issue. A lot of people who are depressed will be unable to feel like happiness or anything like that, and will become numb. And that doesn't apply to everyone, as I've been diagnosed with depression, but I only sometimes feel numb, and that's when I'm dealing with something tremendously bad, such as the passing away of my cat recently, back in November 29th. Still remember that day like it was yesterday. But some people do have this case where it's impossible for them to feel. Like anything. Pain, happiness, sorrow. and so they won't know what to do, because they're unable to feel any emotion. To be happy. And to be loved. Then go back. Seek help. And learn how to love again. Just like you used to. Oh? I wonder if there are multiple endings to this game where I just don't go into the house. See, I thought I had to interact with the gun to pick it up. I did not think it would be instantaneous the minute you walk in the house. Wait. It seems like I can just keep going. I'm gonna go back. Trophy earned. Finish the game. That was fast? Drowning. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect it to be that fast. I'm curious, is this based off of a real case that someone had gone through? I mean, obviously, because a lot of people go through it. But special thanks to friends and family who stuck with me through the hard times. Thank you for playing. Well, no, I want to know. Is this based off of your life? Or something? Who is this dedicated to? Does it need to be? Oh, I can continue. Wait, if I continue, where does it take me to? Okay, it takes me here. You know what? We got time. I'm going to go through all of this again. Just kind of running through it, not talking about anything, not reading the dialogue. I want to see if there's a separate ending to this game where you don't come back. Well, quote-unquote ending. But I really like this game, all in all. It gives a good example of how people really deal with these sorts of issues. And it's like, it puts you into their shoes. And that's incredible, to be able to do something that seems so impossible. Because it's really hard to tell what a depressed person is really feeling, or what they're really going through. So for a game to be able to so accurately pinpoint it, that's just insane. And I really like that. Let's see. So I don't know who this is. I'm assuming it's the you that was in 8th grade. That the narrator was referring to. But it's interesting because this whole story was, and the whole point of, rather, the whole story was being taught by him, and this line kind of gives it away. You let the thoughts of yourselves and others get to you. Or was it? And you confuse those thoughts with mine. So he may not have been that bad of a person. But the main character here took his words out of context, or gave them a completely different meaning to what they originally had, and basically twisted the other person's personality. Which is a very common thing as well. And it's kind of sad, because if you want to tell them, say, you're going to be okay, they'll probably take that as, I'm insignificant, and I'm just going to be okay someday anyways. You don't want anything to do with me, that sort of thing. And it's, it almost seems like you're downplaying what they're going through and making them feel a lot more insignificant. And that's how they're going to probably take it. So you have to be very careful with what you're saying to them. And yeah. This game was really well made for it being, really not the best graphics. But when a game is like this, graphics do not matter. Like, the entire game could be Atari style, and I'd still like it. Because the story behind it is incredible. A game does not need good graphics to be good. That makes sense. Also, I think I'm almost there. Let's see. Yep, here we go. So if I don't go in the portal... Oh, I might not have a choice but to. Oh, there we go. Is there more back here? Oh, there is. Okay, there is. I don't understand. I thought you wanted to go back. I thought you wanted to feel loved. I do. But what about the others? Why don't they get a second chance? Don't do this. They went down the same road as you. And now they're stuck here. The same will happen to you if you don't make the right choice. I feel like that's hell. Hold up, is there a way to even go back? Nope. I'm sorry. Wait, that's not hell, that's a campfire. But I can't just leave these people here. Wait. It was their decision. I read that in the wrong voice. They chose to stay here forever. I've already made my choice. Fine. But you're going to regret this. Hey, so what we cooking? Hot dogs? Wieners? Secret ending 3? Whoa, hold up now. I might... that could be another video idea, is going back and replaying the game to get different endings. How many are there? Hold on. There's a gift box somewhere. Go to trophies. Here we go. New game, time to cool off, don't fall off. Rock climber, mountain goat, gift box. Oh my god, there's a lot. Candle, candy. Okay, so there are just 3 secret endings. And I found the final one. Wow. I wonder if one of the endings has you, like, doing something with the pond. Because that is another trophy. But yeah, that'll be it for today, guys. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you found it very informative for those of you watching it, you know, after I publish it and everything. But I hope you all have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, make sure to drink your water, and I'll see you in my next episode of possibly this game. If not, I'll just see you all in my next video. How about that? Now, peace out. That's the most awkward ending ever.